Previously, Chinese authorities have asked funds to please restrict short selling on stock index futures. They say we need to curb the short selling of index futures. We are basically in a crisis. Yet, it seems as if short sellers are backing off on their own. Now, we're going to be flopping around in today's video, but is this collateral short sellers have been pulling out of Chinese index futures going to hold up much longer, or are they exiting, and where are they going to get more collateral from to hold down these stocks like AMC, GameStop, and some other squeeze plays? In today's video, we're going to talk about that. We also have a lot of stuff to cover with the overall market, data with AMC as well as GameStop, and a ton of other things, so watch until the end so you don't have to watch another update video here on YouTube. I'm going to try and get through this as fast as possible. Again, guys, subscribe to the channel, join us on this journey to financial freedom. Hit that like button if you find value out of the video. It helps me out. Let's get into it. So China short sellers retreat as contrarians sense an opportunity. Short interest has slumped on US listed China stocks. Cheap and oversold market dials up risk-reward equation and allocation story is over. Now, why is this, right? China is still doing extremely bad. Well, China is actually over-leveraging themselves and are cutting banks' reserve requirement ratio by 50 basis points starting from February 5th to support the economy, which means, in my opinion, they're probably going to pump their indexes, which then would give short sellers a warning that, hey, we're about to pump the indexes and you're going to get squoze out of your position. So no wonder why short interest is dropping, but they have collected a lot of money, a lot of gains from shorting the markets over here. Where are these gains going to hold up as collateral against our squeeze plays? Well, let's talk about it. Every single time AMC, GameStop, Volkswagen, Overstock, any sort of squeeze play, massive squeeze play has rallied, has ripped, the SPY was nearing all-time highs, if not rallying. Okay, down here, end of 2023, when the SPY was around 468, short sellers were down $195 billion. Now we're trading at 488.09, up 0.67% on the day, another gap higher. Now this is another gap, okay, so pay attention to that, 485.40-ish, 485.26. There is a gap fill down here. That is not the point. We're not doing crazy analysis on it. It hit almost 4,900 for the first time. We're watching that 500 level for the SPY. As of right now, it is showing extreme strength. However, volume is decreasing. As of right now, we want to see today's volume surpass yesterday's volume as well as the day before. So we will be watching that. If not, healthy pullback is fine. But I'm getting a little bit veered off topic here, right? The SPY is at all-time highs. Does this mean our plays are going to squeeze? Well, I'm going to give you the good news and I'm going to give you the bad news for AMC as well as GameStop. First, before I do that, the value of China's stock market has never been this far behind the United States as the losses continue to pile up in seemingly relentless equity rout. The market cap of the US stock market is now $38 trillion, which is $51 trillion greater than that of Hong Kong and China put together, a fresh record. Now this is absolutely insane. This would put short sellers at severe losses, and this is exactly what you see when the market pumps. You see stocks doing this. DWOC coming from $16 up to $58. PHUN from 0.07 cents to almost 50 cents, a half a dollar. Now that's the good news. Here's the bad news. A long time ago, we posted a video overstock with AMC algorithm and it got a lot of views and you guys really liked it. That video is a good video. I'm not gonna lie, I like that video. I like that I made that video. I'm gonna rewatch and potentially put out another one. I want to talk to you right now and show you that AMC is a little bit different now. GameStop, Overstock, they're playing the same sort of algorithm here. AMC is in orange. They all sold off together. AMC sold off harder. AMC dropped harder. Now, was this from ape? Was this from dilution? Was it from double dilution, triple dilution that Adam Aaron has been dumping? You let me know in the comments down below. There is manipulation, but there is on GameStop. There is on Overstock, right? This shows me that this is not good as of right now. Is AMC still tracking the cycles is the bad news. This is the question. So essentially, the bad news, right, before we touch on AMC's chart, is GameStop is tracking a cycle, which is kind of bad news, right? Top, second top, potentially, right? And then the sell-off, all tracking pretty similarly. GameStop right here, looking very similarly to the previous cycles, tracking these cycles as well. With that being said, GameStop being put through another cycle would drop it even further. However, it's been holding up much better than AMC. AMC doesn't have the room to go through another cycle. AMC is looking like it's playing the cycle that we have been tracking, where we could get the next leg up pretty soon. However, it is still showing a lot of bearish momentum to the downside, and we're going to get into the data in 1 second. But basically, what I want you to note is that AMC, while the market is doing this, AMC has a chance, GameStop has a chance to squeeze and hit all-time highs in the next week, in the next week and a half. I'm still standing by the blue cycle. I'm still standing by the major move higher. Okay, I'm just letting you know that it has to happen now while the SPY is ripping this hard, and I think it's going to happen very, very soon. And if it doesn't happen, if AMC bleeds further as the SPY stretches up, this is going to tell me that the SPY potentially will have a dump, a black swan event. I think that's less likely than AMC squeezing, so I'm going to be watching this. Now, GameStop, same thing. There's potential here over the next week or so to break out of this macro trend line. Watch both of these. Of course, we are holding all of them. GameStop, 80,000 shares available to borrow. And I think this is interesting. Coming down to the short exempts, 20,000 for GameStop yesterday for the short exempt volume, which is high for GameStop. We rarely ever see this. The only time we saw this, the last time, was on the 29th of December and the 27th of December. Take a look at these days. The 27th was the day we started to break out of the macro trend line. The 29th, another day where we were still out of the macro trend line. They really, really sink it as soon as it gets there. This is what they train the algorithms to do. This is what market makers are doing, dumping fake shares as soon as it touches this level. GameStop for the rest of the week, 1,000 calls compared to 3,000 puts expiring in the money, 33,000 calls out of the money compared to 18,000 puts, so not much happening there. Taking a look at AMC, 1.6 million shares available to borrow according to Stock Tracker, 8,000 calls compared to 23,000 puts expiring in the money, and then 73,000 expiring out of the money, handing premium to market makers. Be very, very careful playing options on AMC, and if you play them, I would play them far out. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. And look, 227,000 short exempts, extremely high on AMC. This little bit of sell-off they get, they have to drop so many fake shares on. Okay, they don't have a lot of firepower left for AMC, and I still am standing by a major move coming very, very soon. According to Ortex, 9.45% short interest on AMC, still sitting sort of stagnant. Now, guys, before we move on, get in the Discord. The link is under the video. I'm in there on the daily. We talk stocks, and I post my trades as soon as I take them. Overall, I really just love you guys, the support you give me on the YouTube channel, and I like to connect with you guys further. So it's much easier for me than to have to post an entire video, get everything together, edit it, post it, a long form video, and then try and answer comments, to just hop on my phone in a big group chat and be like, hey, what up, guys? Like, that is so much easier. Awesome. Get in the Discord. The link is right under the video. Also, guys, get your 15 free stocks, as well as 8.1% APY for the next 3 months, and then 5.1% for the rest of the year on your uninvested cash. Each of these stocks valued up to $2,000. I just had my friend do it. He is awaiting on the rest of his stocks, but he already got 3 of them worth over $30. So you can get 30. I had a family member get 200. I personally got around 50 something, and some people are making thousands. So it's free money. Use my link, sign up, and make it a positive, even $1 to start earning benefits from there. That link is under the video and pinned in the top of comments as well. Now, drop it in the comments down below and put parentheses Tesla so I know what you guys are talking about. Predict how Tesla earnings will go today. Tesla earnings is tonight, and here are the expected numbers. Revenue, $25.87 billion, which will be up 6.4% year over year, and EPS 0.74, which will be down 32% year over year. Drop a comment down below, Tesla parentheses, and one word, using one word, how it will go. Before we get into Tesla's chart, Tesla has reportedly told suppliers it wants to start production of a new mass market EV codenamed Redwood in mid-2025. Maybe they will bring this up in the earnings call. Now, we have a few price targets. Tesla is slightly green on the day. If we go green, I'm watching the next level on the fib around 224.50. And then a break higher at 234.50. Okay, watch those levels. If we break lower, we have also 2 levels around 195 and then 175.70. Okay, so we're either looking for a double bottom around 195, 196, or coming back down to the next fib level right around 175.70. So those are the 2 bearish and bullish case scenarios. Either way, I am playing this extremely bullish. I'll show all of my positions right here. I also have stock in another broker instead of my Webull. So I am very bullish on Tesla over long term, and let's just see how this goes. Based off of the cycles, we expect it to rally into March of this year and hit potential new all-time highs. Speaking of EVs, Apple plans to launch self-driving electric car in 2028, and Bitcoin broke below the 40K level, bounced off of this trend line right around 38.5 and is retesting that 40K level. Yes, I did buy down here. A lot of you said, did you buy down here? Yes, I'm adding more to my Bitcoin. And honestly, I'm not worried about it. I think it's a shakeout coming into the halving. Since we're on the topic of crypto, one more thing. Grayscale just sent another 19,200 Bitcoin worth $760 million to Coinbase. And a few additional things. MMAT, Meta Materials, announces a 1-for-100 reverse split on January 29th of 2024. So watch MMAT. And the Federal Reserve will wait until the second quarter before cutting interest rates, according to Reuters. Yet the SPY is still running and not really pricing that in. Also, keeping a side eye on ticker symbol GNS. If everything is about to squeeze, GNS looks very similar to what it did back in January of 2023, which was 1 year ago. And just keep an eye on it, because the CEO is now coming out saying the quiet period is over. Look how well the company's doing, and shorts may just be shitting the bed. Finally, to close out the video, STLD, we played earnings on it. As you can see, we got stomped out. It was very volatile, broke below this fib, and we got stopped out at around 113-ish or something. Trading challenge is now at 357.32. Didn't lose much on that. Honestly, I'm not too mad about it. It was whipsaw, and as of right now, we would be basically break even around 116. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Hit the like button on your way out, subscribe to the channel, get your free stocks, join the Discord. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.